everyone, this is Ashwini. Welcome to CKA Cert Hands-On channel. The purpose of my channel is to get people who want to give CKA 2025 exam get started on their hands-on practicing journey once they finish the formal course of CKA and have a basic understanding of Kubernetes concepts. This creates the depth in your understanding of each concept and helps you crack CKA exam. Now I've got playlist of all these different categories that carry certain percentage in your CKA exam. We're currently walking through the workloads and scheduling, which constitutes 15% of the CKA exam. Today we're going to look at the section secrets. Use config maps and secrets to configure applications. So we're going to look at a hands-on video so that we can understand how we can configure our applications with Kubernetes secrets. Let's get started with today's video. So we'll set the context. Currently, the web app deployment is running with sensitive database environment variables directly embedded in the deployment YAML. To enhance security and protect sensitive data, perform the following steps. You create the Kubernetes secret, and for these database environment variables, you define all the configuration in your secret, and then update the deployment to use the secret instead of using the direct configuration. So we'll just quickly look at the deployment. And so if you can see here, we have all these things directly mentioned as an environment variables, and that is not secure. So we need to create a secret. Let's try to go to secrets. Now, what I wanted to show you today is obviously you have access to the the documentation in your exam. And if you go to secrets, what I have seen in the documentation is you have different ways of creating secrets, and there are different types of secrets that it talks about: service account, token secrets, Docker config secrets, and basic authentication secret. Now, these are all not the and the kind of secret that we are dealing with is a normal key value opaque, the default secret, which there is no example of. So secret, I'm just gonna search for configure. So what I have done is just look for and then there is this other link where I can actually use it. Actually, this is not even the one managing secrets. Let's go to this. Create a secret. Let's go and check. Yeah, it was this link. So I wanted to show you this link because this is exactly what we wanted with our example. So if you see here, you have to actually encrypt your secret in as a base 64 before you have to convert that data to a base 64 representation, echo minus n and pipe and base 64, and you'll get a value and use that value as your key and the thing. Now as you can see that it took me 3 to 4 searches, and when you are in an exam, when time is quite important, and obviously there's pressure to finish the question and move on to the next question. You might think that okay, this might take some time, I'll go on finish off the easier ones, right? But it is actually, if you do this as an exercise, you would remember that it is actually um, doable in a limited amount of time. So what I'm saying is, not just going to the first document, but then having done this having done this hands-on exercise multiple times would give you that knowledge where to look for also in the documentation, so that you know exactly what you want. You know exactly where to search and get that information, and use that in your exam, which will save time, right? Now, as I said, this is how you create a secret. If you can just encode um, your data to base64 representation and use that as a data in here, or there is a different approach, which is what I want to show you, is that if you want to skip the base64 encoding, then you can create the same secret using the kubectl create secret, and that is using minus minus from literal, and this is what we want. So here we are specifying exactly the key and the value. We are using the create secret, an imperative way of creating the secret, and not and we are not doing the base 64 conversion. So I'm going to copy that and paste it here. So now in order to get that, you need to know where it is, right? So that's what I'm saying, like if you keep doing these exercises, you will have a kind of an idea when you are in the exam where to look for. So that is my bit of information about where to search. And then here what we're doing is we are creating a secret with these key values, and you can do it as many as possible. Okay, this is not colon, this is equal to. So we have one more. So now the secret is created. Now we need to edit the deployment. So let's do the deployment so that it can use the secret that we have created. Now, so we can see that again, there are different ways of using secret in your configuration. Create a pod that has access to the secret data through a volume. That's not what we want. And project secret keys to specific file paths. That's also not what we want. Define container environment variables using secret data. So this is what we want. If you remember, there was our container had this environment variables, and we want to use those environment variables to access the secret keys. Now the configuration, you can just copy it from the documentation. Make sure your indentation is correct, otherwise you'll have issues. And also get used to a lot of editing in VI or Nano, whatever is your favorite editor. So now it's just the name and keys. The name is the name of the secret, which is db secret, and for db host, the key that we want to reference is a db host, because that's our key. That's how I created it. And same with db user and db password as well. db secret remains the same. Let's change the key, which is db user. The key here is db password. Sorry, db password. And that's it. So db user, db host, and db password, and the secret is db secret. So we have edited it. Now I want to describe the deployment. And yes, you can see that it is getting it fed to the key db host and secret, db secret, db user, and db password. And key describe secret, just so that we know that it is I created test secret. Okay, that's why. So I'm going to change it to db secret. So this is why it is very important to make sure you once you create it, you check the names of the resources that were created as well. Now if I do describe, db secret, we can see here it has db host, db password, db user. It's got some values, it's not empty, and you can't see it, and the type is opaque, which is the default type. And let's try to describe the deployment again, and that's it. Let's try to check. So the validation is successful. That is how you configure your applications, your deployments with secrets. One of the generally asked questions is you create a secret which is a string data type, which is what we have created. You can create it imperatively like I've shown you today, and then you just use the key values of that secret, reference that as an environment variables to the container in your pod specification for your deployment. Thanks for watching. If you think my videos are helpful, please do subscribe to my channel. Also, please like and share my videos. I will be providing the KillerCoda link and the documentation for you to have a go at it. This is the fifth video in workloads and scheduling. I'll be uploading more videos. I have a playlist for troubleshooting, network storage, helm, and networking. I have one more playlist that is coming up after workloads and scheduling is finished. Please do subscribe to my channel and also if you have any questions, please comment in my videos. I will try to make more videos. If I get any feedback, it would be really helpful. I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy learning. Bye.